What's going on, creators? Welcome back to another video, and this is a little bit different. I'm not shooting a person. I'm shooting something that I actually love and enjoy doing, which is food photography, and I'm not a professional at all with this stuff, but I enjoy doing it. And in this video, I'm just gonna pretty much go over like my process and a few tips for you guys if you're just getting into food photography, or if you're a professional, you can totally just drop some knowledge on us, and feel free to drop them down in the comments below. And yeah, let's just get to it. I just want to give a big shout out to Sweet Souls Cookies. They're from Philly, and they've been out for a very long time. And what's awesome is that they actually sent me over a bunch of their really awesome cookies. So what we're gonna be doing is making hot chocolate, but adding a little spin to it. But before making the actual dish, the first step I like to go through is figuring out the props and what is it that I want to actually add to the story here. You can go about it a few ways, which is going to like an expensive store to get the most expensive piece of linen and all that stuff to make it look expensive. Definitely not doing that. So what I did was I actually went to the dollar store, and I actually went to Walmart to get a few of these props, like this napkin here. I got it from Walmart. This really cool like brass, like non-shiny silver spoon I thought would be cool to have here. This little ornament I got it from the dollar store. The candy cane I got from the dollar store. The chocolate milk pack I got from the dollar store, to even this mug I got from the dollar store. It's a big mug. It's a lot of hot chocolate. You don't necessarily have to spend a ton of money just for the photos that you want to do. Now, granted, if you have a client and they have a budget, you want to do some crazy stuff, all power to you, but definitely dollar store, you can't go wrong with it. The next thing I want to talk about, which is super important, is lighting. So there are a few ways to go about with lighting. You could definitely use a window, which is like the best natural look and feel when it comes to lighting. You can also use flashes and strobes, or you can use continuous light. Like I have here, it's the Godox SLB60, which I've talked about this in another video, and I think it's an amazing light, especially for the price. So I have attached it to 38-inch Glow Parapop softbox, and this gives me a super big source of light, and it's super soft. I can control the exposure if I wanted to, and definitely this helps me create a better image and lets me control the light a little bit better than maybe having natural light. The common natural lighting with natural light is that the sun does move, so if you're not shooting at the exact time, at the right time and precise, it can move on you, and it could throw off your composition, it could throw off your exposure and all that stuff. So those are some things you want to be careful with. So I love natural light, but I prefer using a big source of light to emulate that. And the last tip I want to go over is composition. And choosing your composition is super important, especially for food photography. So whether that means you want to do a flat lay style, which is the camera up above shooting down, or you can shoot 45 degrees to the subject, whether you can get like even a different type of composition. Both styles give a different vibe, and also it comes different with the lighting as well. And going back to the Instagram post that I made last week, you'll see that I did a flat lay style, but in this particular photo I'm going to be doing more of a 45-degree angle. I'm using the Canon EOS-R with the 24-70 f2.8. I'm going to be shooting right here directly in the middle, and yeah, it's going to be fun. So let's go ahead and actually put this all together for you guys, and that'd be cool. Let's get to it. Definitely composition is super important. What I'm going to do is put this napkin here, all that good stuff, just make sure that I'm aligned properly, all that. First, then we put our subject here, main person. Boom, right there. You know, little cuteness there. Let's do this. Maybe we can do that like that, something like that. Remember, when it comes to shooting at 45 degrees, you have your subject, and the cool thing about this is you can actually play around the subject and lay things around here. So that's something that I'm doing now. It's not like all this is going to be in the image. A little hint of it might be there. Maybe the candy cane, a little bit of the candy cane might show. Never go wrong with marshmallows. You know what I mean? It's putting a bunch of marshmallows in here because it's gonna float. I want an extreme amount of marshmallows so I can add the other pieces, which is the cookie, the mint chocolate cream cookies. Yeah, buddy. Now, one thing to think about is, if you notice here, I like move the spoon around and stuff like that. I'm gonna be shooting tighter, about 50 millimeters or so. Now you can totally shoot at like apertures like 1.4, 1.8 if you wanted to, but I wanna be able to capture a lot of the image, and because of the fact that I wanna show the details of this actual hot chocolate. And the crazy thing about this is that I have to be very careful because marshmallow is gonna melt and things are gonna fall and it's gonna look a mess. Definitely have to be careful. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a photo with and without the bounce so you guys can see the difference. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Go out there and try it yourselves. You know, you don't necessarily need all this like fancy equipment. Use a window light. Get a couple props, you know, that you have in your house. Definitely just go ahead and start shooting. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe it might even turn this into a career because you could totally make money off of this stuff. If you actually enjoy this video and you want to see more of these types of videos, I mean, again, like whatever I'm learning, I like to share with you guys. So drop a comment down below if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more of this type of stuff. And if you have any questions of the gear, any questions within my previous videos, feel free to hit me up on Instagram at JoshVeciano, or let me know in the comment section below what are your favorite pieces of gear when you're shooting food. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button below. I appreciate it. Hit that like button. Feel free to share with your friends and your family, all that good stuff. Stay awesome, stay fresh, keep creating. Peace.